In the Bible, we are told of various positions within the early Christian congregations. Firstly, the disciples of Yeshua, Jesus, known as the Apostles. These are the founding members of Christianity, hand-chosen by Yeshua, and are the ones who wrote the New Testament to the Holy Scriptures. But we are also told of others beside the Apostles who are in positions of congregational teaching and leadership. Scriptures such as 1 Timothy 3, 1 Timothy 4, 1 Timothy 5, Hebrews 13, Philippians 1, and Acts 6 describe that there are overseers, which derive from the Greek term episkopos, and servants, which is derived from diakoni. We are also told on several accounts of men known as elders, which in Greek is known as presbyteros, and is the origin of the term presbyter, used in many churches. It appears that this is an alternate name for either an overseer or a servant, as opposed to a separate position all of itself. It is helpful to note that the term elder has been used previously in the Old Testament also, to refer to older men or mature men. Thus it seems likely that the terms elder and older men merely refers to appointed ones in the congregation in general, as seems to be the case where the words are seemingly being used interchangeably at Titus 1. Understanding these words, we see that these ones are placed in the position to oversee and serve the congregations. The overseers appear to be ministers or teachers, while servants may be assistants to the overseers, or perhaps are those who simply help in other ways in an official manner with their various gifts. Whether these be formal or informal titles in the early Christian congregation is uncertain and debated amongst various Christians today, but it would certainly imply a form of organization or arrangement within the early congregation. In 1 Timothy 3, 2 Timothy 2, and Titus 1, we are given the qualifications of both overseers and servants. They are to be irreprehensible, if married, a husband of one wife, and having believing children, in subjection with all seriousness, who are not accused of debauchery or rebelliousness, moderate in habits, righteous, a lover of goodness, loyal, sound in mind, orderly, hospitable, reasonable, gentle, self-controlled, showing restraint when wronged, qualified to teach, instructing with mildness, not a drunkard, not quick-tempered, not violent, not quarrelsome, not prideful, not double-tongued, not self-willed, not greedy of dishonest gain, having a clean conscience, having a fine testimony from outsiders, free from accusation, not a new convert, and holding firmly to the faithful word. As we can see, an elder must have the qualifications to be in good moral standing, mature, mentally sound, to be adhering to all of the biblical commands, an example to the community, not in words, but in action. And as much as he should be openly above accusation from others publicly, he also, for the sake of his own salvation, should be above accusation in his own heart, and not committing or living a life of secret sin, lest he come under harsh judgment from Yeshua and God. Thus, even if a congregation wishes for a man to serve as an elder for their local flock, he himself should be honest in his worthiness before taking up the position.